बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। श्री राधा मदन मोहन देव जी की जय। श्री श्री भावनासार संग्रह ग्रंथ की जय। श्री निताय गौर हरि हरे हरे। श्री गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। ओम नमो भगवते पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय। ओम जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासो यस्यास्य कमलगल्तम वाग्मय ममृतं जगत्पेवती विश्वसर्ग विसर्गादि नवलक्षण लक्षतम श्री कृष्णाक्षम परम धाम जगद्धाम नमामि तत् हृदयस्य प्रेरणया प्रवर्तितोऽहं बराकुं कोपि तस्य हरेः पदकमलं वंदे श्री चैतन्य देवस्य वंदेहम श्री गुरो श्री पदकमलम श्री गुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपम साग्र जातम सह गण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादां सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च आजान लंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैक पितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्म पालौ वंदे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ श्री राधा प्राण बंधो चरण कमलयोर्के शेषादिगम्या या साध्या प्रेम सेवा वृच्चरित परै गाढ़लौल्यैकलभ्या सास्या प्राप्तायां तां प्रसीयतु मधुना मानसी मत्स्य सेवां भाव्यां रागाध्वपान्थै ब्रजमनुचलितं नैतिकं तस्य नौमि कुंजाद्गोष्ठं निशान्ते प्रविशति कुरुते दोहनान्नाशनाद्यां प्रातः सायं च लीला विहरत सखी संगे विचार्यंगा मध्याह्ने चाफनक्तौ विलसति विपने राघया दापरान्ने गोष्ठं याति प्रदोषे रम्यति सुहृदो यस्य कृष्णो तान्नः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयन्तीरैः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पत्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। 149 बस नंबर भावना से 149
The last one was 152.
अच्छा
That the
ठीक है
maybe
152 yes
maybe that's
yes
about leprosy.
yes
Yeah, Lolita
so
criticizing
in 50 verse Shri Lalita was being angry and expressing his anger that this Arun is formed, and this is this practice that wherever two premi jan, two lovers are getting joining or getting meeting, he always creates disturbance. So he is a when bigger person, he is a very sinful person, and due to those sin, he is getting this disease of push or leprosy, and his feet are belted. Wow. So dustejasta, yad dustejas swabhava. The swabhav cannot be changed. And then Sri Radharani is answering. It is 151. Aruna rune nidhati tatombare ratikeli bhangaj rosharunam drisham lalto bhas jantasmitanana vrishabhanujaho mrudu manju bhashi. Arune nidhati tatombare. Shri Radhika was wearing the clothes that was shining reddish due to the golden or the red light of a rising sun, rising Arun. So Arune nidhati tato ambari. So the ambar means Akash was reddish due to the rays of Arun. Ratikeli bhangaj rosha runam drisham. And all gopis and associates of Sri Radhika, they were Rathikel Bhangaj Rosha. As the joining of Sri Radha and Sri Krishna, meeting of Sri Radha and Krishna was interrupted. Due to that, Rosha Arunam Drisham. They were also getting anger. They are being angry. And Arunam Drisham, their eyes were also became reddish. Ratikeli Bhangaj, due to the interaction in the Ratikeli, in the meeting of Sri Radha Krishna. So, Rosha, man by anger, Arunam Drisham, their eyes was red. Lalto bhas jantasmitanana. Then Shri Lalta, upahas janit smitanana, was getting a upahas, a joke, and she was smiling. Shri Radhika was smiling. Kishori was smiling. Lalta upahas janit smitanana, because the satire of Shri Lalta was so beautiful and full of wit that Shri Radhika started to smile. So that joke has a very good suggestions also. So it is not only a joke. Normally, the psychology of smiling or the psychology of laughing is this, that you create a curiosity and break it in the middle, then the laughter will come. So this is a normal psychology. But the laughing is another thing and satire is another thing. in satire there is a theory, there is a philosophy, a doctrine is also placed. So only a joke, that is a other thing. But the satire, that Vyang or satire, that is a very, very hard and very, very difficult way. So Sri Lalita was satiring, and she was saying that it is due to this sin that he always interrupt the persons. Due to that, he got leprosy. So it was a universal truth, and a comment was full of very much wisdom and wit. So Sri Vishwahanja, Sri Radharani, Upahas Janit Smitanana, she was smiling, and Vishwahanja, Murdu Manju Bhashani. And Sri Vishwahanja is very murdu and manju bhashani, very sweet, and manju means very artistically she was speaking. And Sri Radhika proceed that joke. Ke anuru api astam ayan Shradha nabho vilayo dayo beti soyam chet sorum enam sabidhir vidhasya varta piratre natada bhavishya. Oh, just see, just think that this Arun is this chariot driver of Suri. This Arun does not Arun does not have the thighs, his legs. So uru api, uru means thigh or leg. So though he is not having thighs, api astam ayam, and it is going to set down. Even then, Kshanadha Namo Bilangiyo. So while he got asta, that means Surya was set, sunset was there. So at that time, this Arun does not have even leg. Even then, Kshanadha, in half moment, Navo Bilangya Udayam 80 Soyam. Just see, this Arun is again arose, crossing the whole sky in no time, in half moment. So if Chet Sorum Enam Sabidhir Vidhasya, if the destiny has made him with legs, then Bhartapi Ratir na Bhavishya, then there was no name of a night. That means he would have crossed the night so swiftly that there was no night. So while he is not having legs, even then within half minute, half moment, he has crossed so long distance of sky. If he would have legs, then I think that there were no night ever. And he always, they was always be there. So Sri Radhika is also making joke of the Arun. Again, Anu means though he does not have thighs. Astam Ayan, and last evening, this Arun and Surya, both was set. But Kshanadhat, within half moment, Navo Bilangyo, he has crossed the long sky. So he was set down on the west, but now on the east, he has again rising. So Navo Bilangyo, I am 80. Udayam 80, so I am. So he is getting erosion. Chet sorum enam sabidhan vidhasya. Sabidhi, that means that destiny, Ishwar, has given him uru. Sa urum enam vidhasya. So God has given him the uru. Then I think, I imagine that there was no night, because then he can move easily. So without legs, while he moves so swiftly, then what saying of while he would have very powerful thighs to run. So there would be no night. Would have been no night. So this is Utpreksha Alankar. Utpreksha, imagination is there. So, and Atishoki. Utpreksha and Atishoki, both hyperbole. Hyperbole. Manoramam Biksh Vibhat Lakshmi Nipi Tasya Bachana Savamucho Mudon Mada Bismut Goshtiyana Praneshwari Tam Avdan Mukunda Manorama Bhiksha Vibhat Lakshmi. Vibhat means morning. It's a minute. In this time, the beauty, the shobha, beauty of the morning is very manorama, very attractive. So Manorama Bhiksha Vibhat Lakshmi, seeing the beauty of morning, very manoram. Nipi tasya bachana samamcha. And Sri Radhika, whatever Sri Radhika has expressed, all Sakhi was drinking the sweetness of it, the nectar of it. Nipi tasya means Sri Radhikaya, Radhaya. Vachana samamcha. The basan, vachan, those are the asam. Asam means very intoxicating, very asam means liquid. So tasya vachana samamcha, nipiyo. Drinking the liquor of that, the talking of Sri Radhika. Mudon mana bismut goshtiyana. Sri Krishna became very much happy. Muda unmana. Sri Krishna became very much happy. And Bismut Goshtiyana, Sri Krishna forget going to, returning to the ghost, returning to the village. So Bismut Goshtiyana, Sri Krishna forget, he is returning to Gokul. Praneshwari Tam Avdan Mukunda. And Sri Mukunda then Avdan then told to Sri Praneshwari, Sri Radhika. So now Sri Krishna is saying Sri Radhika. Again, Manoramam Bhiksha Vibhat Lakshmi. Vibhat means the morning shobha, morning beauty is so great that seeing that attractive beauty of morning, of nature. Nipi tasya bachana sabuncha, and seeing the using the liquor of the talking of Sri Radhika, Sri Krishna became very much attracted, and Sri Krishna stood there. So on one hand, the beauty of nature is there, who protects Sri Krishna to stay there, who compels Sri Krishna to stay there. And the other thing is the sweetness of Sri Radhika's talking was so that Sri Krishna stopped there. So these are two causes: the beauty of nature as well as the sweetness of the talking of Sri Krishna, Sri Radhika. So Krishna forget to return, and he told to Sri Radha, "Inam prabhatopagatam samiksha kantev kantantaram bhukta kantam pasyanya diksang kashaitango prachiya mirsha arunitam ev jata." Inam prabhatopagatam samiksha. Inam means Surya. It means Surya. So inam prabhatopagatam samiksha. Shri Radhika saw that the sun is going, sun is arising. Prabhat upagatam. So sun is arising. Kantev kantantar bhukta kantam. So the image is this, that the east direction is getting reddish. So he images in this way as if as if the east direction, Purva Disha, became very much angry. Purva Disha is considered to be a heroine, and Shri Surya is considered as a hero. And Surya has now returning from Paschim Disha, from the west. So as if a wife, so Purva Disha is the Purva Disha is being very much angry. So inam prabhatopagatam samiksha kantev kantaram bhukta kantam. So the eastern direction is just like it is personification. Eastern direction is just like a kanta, just like a housewife or a bilbid, a wife. And she became angry to his husband. So Surya is husband, Purva Disha is wife, and as Surya is interested in Paschim Disha, in any other girl, any other woman, so naturally the wife will be angry. So Purva Disha is angry, and being angry, the Purva Disha, the east direction, became reddish. So why Purva Disha is reddish? So this is the imagination that as Purva Disha came to know that my husband is interested in another lady than me, then naturally she becomes angry.
What is the sign in the husband that makes the eastern direction suspect?
Yes. No, because sun has left Purva Disha. So, okay, already she has left Purva Disha, and she saw that sun is setting and hidden in the west direction. So that means he is going with the other lady. So that he becomes angry.
Is west direction personifying
Paramount.
Paramount?
Yes, and Purva Disha is the wife, and Surya is husband. So, Inam is Surya, Prabhatopagatam, and now he is returned to his home. near the east or wife. The husband has returned to his wife. So, inam prahato bhagatam samiksha. Seeing that son is now returning to home. Kanteva, the east direction is just like a wife. Kantantaram bhukta kantam. And Kantantar is coming. Kantantar, and he has met to a other lady. Kantantaram. And bhukta kantam. And now he is also getting somewhat not very much shining. In the morning, the sun is not very much shining. So he is very much tired. So seeing that tiredness, Bhakta Kanta.
Eastern direction is also Chandra.
Yes, yes.
So could it be that the wife is thinking that
yes,
he has gone and had paramour relationship with Chandra's wife?
Yes. No, each direction is considered to be the wife of Indra.
Indra.
So while Sri Krishna in the night plays a flute, and at that time the Sachar Shri Nam Udgat Chuchumridan Priya Priyaya Buddhi Dashana, he sees Sri Krishna sees that the reddish Chandrama is now rising. So seeing the reddish face of Chandrama, Shri Krishna is thinking that, oh, this Chandrama is our main ancestor from, as we have taken birth in Chandravansh. I have taken birth in Chandravansh, in the Yaduvansh, Chandravansh, and Chandrama is the first person by whom our dynasty is going on. So while this Buddha, the oldest person of our family, is so rasik, connoisseur, that he is interested in with the other's wife. That means the wife of Indra. So if a ancestor, old person, he is so connoisseur, so rasik, that he is interested in a paramount, then what saying of me? Because I am quite young, and I have any interest in gopis, then nobody will say, because this is a tradition of our family, tradition of our dynasty. So Krishna is thinking. So let me also call Shri Gopis. So he plays Banshi and invites Gopis. So that's
was mentioned where the sloka was mentioned.
In Shri Rasa, Tadodo Rajakho Kari Mukham Pracha Vilampan Arudin Shantabai Sacha Shri Ramu Gracho Murjan Priya Priyaya Udit Dashana. And Shri Krishna is seeing that this Chandrama is this Chandra is playing holy with the paramount Purvidisha. Entrance Purvidisha. And with his reddish hands, he is mashing the red color on the face of Purvidisha. So while being so connoisseur, a old person and the basic person of our dynasty, if he is so connoisseur, then I being a young person, if I do, nobody will criticize me. So this is the bhav. Shri Vishnu Chakravarti has given this bhav. So here, the Purva Disha is being very much angry, and she is saying that this son has so far involved in the playing with Paschim Disha, and that Paschim Disha is of Varun Devata. And now he is very much tired. So some gestures of his playing with Paschim Disha is also found in his body. Then Pashyang Diksang Kashai Tangam, Shri Purva Disha, the east, is seeing that Pashyam Anya Diksang Kashai Tangam. His limbs are also Kashai, is marked with the Anya Sang, with the meeting of Anya Naika. Prachi, I am Irsha Arunitev Jata. By envy, this Purva Disha became, by jealousy, envy, this Purva Disha became reddish. So personification and utpreksha, both. Pashyon matte dviyesho pyakhil janat jan tamastom hantapi shanta kanto yamte samanta sapadi nipatito varinim sanniveshya itham suyen Sanga Pramudit Nalni Has Sanjat Lajja Shanke Vakti Pidhita Yushasi Kumudini Sankuchadhil Dalai Swai. So again, there is personification. Pashyon Matte Dviyesho Pyakhil Jan Tamastom Hantapi Shanta Kanto Yamte Samanta Sapadi Napatito Varuni Sannipesha. The moon is considered the lover of Kumudni, lily, and Chandrama, Surya is considered the lover of rose, of lotus. Surya Kamal Bandhu or Chandrama Kumud Bandhu. So Chandrama is Kumud Bandhu. So now the Kamalni, the lotus, is saying to lily. Lotus is saying to lily. Kumudni, to Kumudni, the lotus is saying, Ki Pashyon Matte, O Kumudni, Pashyo, they just see. Oh, you are not noticing it. Oh Matte, and you are being furious, but just see it. Dvijesho Pyakhil, this Chandrama has now appeared. This Chandra is Akhil Jan Tamaha Tom Hanta. This moon is very much famous that he is Tom Hanta. He removes the darkness of everyone. Akhil Jan Tamaha Tom. Tamaha Tom means the plenty of darkness he removes. Even then, Shanta. This Chandrama, the second quality of Chandrama is Shant. He is very much calm, and he has the quality to remove the darkness of whole universe, whole world. Kanto yamte samanta. And this your husband, this Chandrama, Samantat Sapad Nipatto Varuni Sanniveshya, while he became involved in Varuni in Paschim Disha, due to that, due to this sin, he was fall down. He got down. Eh? So Nipatitaha, his fall down was can be seen. The fall down of Chandrama is seen because if a person gets interest in a paramount, then by that sin, he will get his whole shining and his whole power being loosened. And this Chandrama is in this morning. This is the morning time. So in the morning time, the Chandrama is getting faint and it is getting the shining less. His shining is removed. So he is Nipatitaha. His fall down can be seen. So Pashonmate, O Kumudni, just see, you are not noticing it. Dvijeshaha. This Brahma, this Chandrama is Dvijesh, Brahma. That means he has born in a great family. The other quality is this, that Akhil Jan Tamastom Hanta. He is the remover of the Tamastom, the group of darkness of all persons. So Chandrama is shining and he removes the darkness. The third quality of this Chandrama is the Shantaha. He is very much calm. So having these great qualities, even as he has done one fault, that he became involved to the other lady, and he has left the chaste lady, his wife, and he became involved in the unchaste ladies, that means the paramounts. And due to that sin, the fall down of a moon can be seen, and in this morning. So if a person gets commence sin, then naturally he will fall down. Itham swena sanga pramodato nalni has sanjata lajja. Itham swena sanga pramod nalni has. And on the other hand, the sun is rising. And while sun is rising, then the kamalni, lotus, is blooming. So as if Kamalni is getting the meeting of his husband, and she is seeing the downfall of Chandrama. So she is making joke. She is chastising and making joke of Kumudni. Lo, just see, your husband is getting downfall, and I am getting a promotion and joy because my husband, son, is with me and he is loving me. So itham swena sanga pramudati. Swen means my husband. So I am getting the son of my husband. Nalni has sanjata lajja. This Kamalni is making joke of Kumudni, lily. Shanke bhakta pidhatte. So I think so. It is upreksha, imagination. Shanke bhaktam pidhatte hushasi. So while the lotus make a joke of lily. Then lily becomes very much ashamed and she is covering his face with his petals. So in this way, as being ashamed, she is covering his face. The Kumudni is covering his face, lily is covering his face. So Shanke, Bhaktram Pidhate, Yushasi. Yushasi means in this morning, in the morning time. The Kumudni, the lily is covering his face, concealing his face. Sakuchat Vir Dalaiswai, and his dal, his petal is getting covered. Sakuchat. They are not spreading, they are closing. So Sakuchat Vir Dalaiswai. So dal is covered, that means petals are just like the clothes, and the face of a lily is a face of a Naika, and she is covering his face with the veil. So on one hand, the Kumudni is getting close, and the Kamalni, lotus, is blooming. Drishtva tamak kshamamayi vidunanya pushta nattam tamaschay nivas chakta prabhate mitram tadashrayataya tamsa charanti grastam kuhu riti kuhu swagiradhayanti. So it is said that Koyal is famous. Cuckoo is famous. That one name of cuckoo is Anyapushta, or Parabhat. The name is of cuckoo is in Sanskrit Parabhat. That means who is nourished by other person. And it is said that cuckoo is a very clever bird. While she gives eggs, the egg of cuckoo and egg of crow are similar. And the distinction between two eggs cannot be found. So cuckoo is so clever that she puts his eggs in the nest of a crow. And crow thinks that this is my egg. So he nourishes it. Or crow is always nourishes it. And while the egg is broken and the child comes, then even then, there was no difference between the child of a crow and cuckoo. But after some time, the cuckoo is the children of cuckoo flies and they reaches with their parents, and crow, who was nourishing them, she remains just seeing, and she weeps that, oh, where my children has gone. So Koel is called Parabhrut in this way. That means he makes his infants nourished by other persons. So Drishtva Tamah Kshayam Ami Vidhunani Vidhunanya Pushta. So Anya Pushta, that means the Koel is seeing that Tamaha Kshayam, that darkness is being removed. So Drishtva Tamakshamam Ami. Vidhuna by moon. By moon, the darkness is now removed. Naktam tamasya nibha chakita prabhate. And in morning, naktam tamasya nibha. And the tamasya, that means the darkness is also removed in Prabhat. So in Ratri, the moon was our Virodhi, our enemy, and he removes the night, darkness. And in morning, this Arun is removing our darkness. Mitram tadashrayataya tam sacharanti. So Kuhu becomes very much perturbed, and she is calling, inviting to Kuhu. Kuhu means the Amavasya Ratri. So because in Amavasya Ratri, the darkness is very much deeper. So that if the darkness will remain, then crow will not recognize, will not get this notice that these eggs are not mine and these children are not mine. In darkness, they remain confused. So Kuhu is just asking, oh Kuhu. Kuhu has two meanings. Kuhu is the a voice of cuckoo, yeah. And Kuhu is that means the Amavasya Ratri, the dark night. So saying Kuhu, 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 this Koyal is inviting his friend Amavasya Ratri that you come here, and if you will come here, then my children will be nourished by these crows. So they will continue to nourish my children. So the night is this Kuhu is inviting, that means Koyal, Parabhrata, Annipushta. Annipushta means Parabhrata or Koyal or Cuckoo. Annipushta, who is nourished by other person. That means this Cuckoo is inviting Kuhu, means a black night, that you come, dark night, you come so that these crows remain confused and they continue to nourish my children. Again, Drishtva tamakshayam. In morning, while a cuckoo saw that the darkness is going to remove. Drishtva tamakshayam. It is deteriorating. The darkness is deteriorating. The naktam tamasya nibha, and Ratri is also, night is also getting over. Naktam cha. And tamasya, and the darkness of Ratri is also being over. Similarly, Chakita Prabhati, and seeing the Prabhat, she becomes very much chakit. Then he is asking his mitram, his friend, Tadashretaya tamsa charanti, because tamsa charanti, kuhum. So she is inviting the Kuhu night, that means Amavasya night, because Amavasya is the ashray, is the base of darkness. So Grastam kuhu kuhu iti sogeradhayanti, saying continuously kuhu kuhu, she is inviting the Amavasya Ratri. So kuhu is speaking kuhu and inviting. The kuhu means Ratri. So Yamak Alankar is there. One kuhu is the imitation of the noise, and the other thing is the other kuhu is the kuhu Amavasya Ratri. And Utpreksha is verified. Vasant Kanta Sansargaha Jatanand Bharatavi Kapoti Bhut Kriti Misha Seet Karoti Somnada. Vasant Kanta Sansarga Anand Bharatavi. Now Atvi means the Vrindavan. Vrindavan is Atvi, this one, this jungle has got the joining of his husband. So Atvi is a Naika, and the Vasant is his husband. So as a Naika, as a heroine, God's meeting with the hero, and they join. She became very much happy. In the same way, this Vrindavan is now being very much happy as a Vasanta Kanta, as a Vasanta Ritu, as a achieved. So one thing is also very much important, that in Sri Vrindavan, always in morning, it is Vasanta Ritu. Then Sri Shamsundar take bath and get Shringa. Then in Vrindavan, the summer comes, Grishma. And Bhai Sri Krishna goes to tend cows. Then the Barsha, rain season comes. And then he sits to eat. He takes meal. Then the Shishir Ritu comes. The winter Ritu. Winter. And when he returns and plays, then the autumn, Sharad Ritu comes. So at the time of at the time of dinner as well as lunch, both time, always the Shishir Ritu comes, winter comes, and when Sri Krishna sleeps in moon as well as in night, then the cold season that comes. So in this way, 6 Ritu are always in the services of Sri Krishna. Again, in morning, at the time of arising, Mangla, in Nishan, it is spring. At the Shringar and bathing, it is summer. While he is going to Gocharan, then it is rainy season. And while taking dinner and lunch and dinner, then it is Shishir, the winter.
How about breakfast?
Winter. And while he is sleeping, then it is cold. Hemant. Hemant Ritu. Cold, severe cold.
Winter.
Winter, yes, you will say. One is Shishir and Hemant. These two Ritus there. So Shishir is a very pleasant coldness, and winter is very hard coldness.
Okay. So
And autumn is while she is in the ras, or he is taking cows return to Sri Vrindavan. There it is Sharad.
then that's autumn. That's all. But how about when he comes back in the morning from taking care of the cows and has breakfast? Is that taking breakfast? Is that part of Gocharan?
Yes. Gochar, Uttar Gosht. In Uttar Gosht means while he is returned the cows, with cows, then it becomes Sharad. And Venuvadan, Sharad Ras is in Sharad.
Which season is that?
Sharad, autumn. So in this way, Shad Ritu are found. And it is India where Shad Ritus are found. Nobody in the globe at other place. 6 Ritus, 6 seasons are not found, and they are equally normally they are found. Every Ritu is of 2 months. 2 months. And in this way, in 12 months, 6 seasons are found here.
Please, Krishna.
And to serve Sri Krishna.
Every day.
Every day also they are found. And they are also found. Yes. And in Madhyana Lila, why Sri Krishna goes, it is described here in this Granth, that Sri Vrindaji is inviting Sri Radha Krishna. Sir, you visit your territory, this Vrindavan Raj. And now we have entered in Basantakant province. This province is called Basantakant. And there always Basanti is found. The spring is found. And the beauty of spring is can be seen in that place of that province of Sri Vrindavan. Then Sri Krishna enters and Sri Vrinda announced that now we have entered in the summer province. It is Nidag Subhag. Vasant Kant, Nidag Subhag. Nidag means the summer. And it is very much Subhag, very much attractive. Nidag Subhag. Then she says, now we have Pavas Sukhad. We have entered in the province that is called, its name is Pavas Sukhad. That means here the Pavas Ritu, the rain season is found, and their swings are there, and the rainy season is there, and it is raining, and flowers are blooming there. So all Basant, Varsha Ritu. And then Sri Vrindavan declares, sir, we have entered now in the Sharadamod, and the Amod, the fragrance of Sharad Ritu is spreading all over in the Vrindavan. Sharadamod. And then Shishir Sukhad. We have entered the Shishir Sukhad, and now we have entered the Hemant Sukhad, the place that is Hemant Sukhad. So in this way, 6 provinces of Sri Vrindavan is always there, and all in that province simultaneously, all seasons are can be seen in various, respectively to those provinces. So here Leela Adhin, the Leela, Kali is always under the control of Leela. Leela is not according to Kali. If it is Amavasya Ratri, and Shri Yugal Sarkar is intending to get Sharad Ras, then the moon will arise, though it is Amavasya Ratri. So this is so always, so Tadod Raja Kakari Mukhari, Pracha Bilampan Narane Shantabai, Shri Ru Goswami, Shri Ji Goswami has described Tada. Tada means Yada Ramtu Manashakre Tada. So it is a sapeksha word, or it is a having the cause and result effect. So Yada Ramtu Manashakre. If it is a suppose it is a dark night, even then Shri Krishna is want to have the Raslila, then in Vrindavan, the moon will arise. So, tada means yada. So it fetches the yada shabd. So while Shri Krishna desires, then this. So he described that here, Leela ke adhin Kal, Kal ke adhin Leela nahi. The pastime is not according to the time, but time is always in the services of Shri Krishna. And every day, and simultaneously also, respectively also, simultaneously also, and by chance also, according to the circle also, it also found. So Vasant Kanta Sansarg, while Vasant is a husband, just like a husband, and Jat Anand Bharatavi and Atvi Manish Vrindavan is just like a heroine. So as a wife is getting meeting with his husband, then Jat Ananda, she becomes very much happy. In the same way, Shri Vrindavan gets very much happy. Kapoti Ghutkriti Mishar. And at that time, the Kapoti, the pigeon is making noise. In this way, he is Ghutkriti. He is doing Ghutkar, making noise. Sit Karotiv Sonmada. So it is seen that while a Shri Vrindavan, she is a heroine and she is getting milan with Shri, his husband, Vasant. So at the time of milan, as in joy, the sibilancy is found. In the same way, this Kapoti is making sibilancy. Sitka, Anand, the noise of joy. Utprekshalinga. Sit karotiv sonmada. Pashyam sarati chanchala bhranga. Kairavani kul kel pishanga. Nalni koshe nishkrit sanga. Bringi shashmukhi kirtanati bhangam. Pashyam sarati chanchal bhringa. Just see that chanchal bhringa, these are anusarati, is moving. Kairavani kul kel pishanga. And these bhringa is these bees are being yellowish because they have the joining with Kairavani, mani kumudni, lilies. So as they was taking the honey of lilies, so they became yellowish. though they are bluish, blue, dark blue, and sometimes dark blue looks like black. So actually the color of bee is not black, it is blue. The color of bumblebee is blue, not black, but it is so dark that it appears that it is black. So Kairavani Kul Keli Pashanga, as these Bhranga is meeting with Kumudni lilies, so they are getting peetwan, yellowish color, because the parag is on their body. Nalni Koshe Nishkrit Sangha. Now, so far, these bees are sleeping in the kufa of the Kamalni, because while he was taking the honey, at the same time, night appeared and the Kamalni was closed. The lotus was closed. So the bee that can pierce even the bamboo, but he loves Kamal so much that he remains caught up, remains there in that jail of those slight, very delicate petals. Yes. So this is the specialty of love, that a person who has the power even to pierce the bamboo and the joint of bamboo, the hardest thing, but he does not pierce the delicate petals due to love. So Kairavani Kula Keli Prashangaha. In Kumudni, some Bhranga is being yellowish, and Nalni Koshe Nishkrit Sangam, Bhringi, and the Bhringi that is covered, that is caught by Kamalni, Bhringi, Shashimukh Krita Nati Bhangam. But now the Nalni is open and the Kamal is, that bee is coming out of it. So Nalni Koshe Nishkrit Sangam, Bhringi. So who have the Bhringi, she bee, who was living in the Nalni Kosh, Shashimukh Krita Nati Bhangam. O Shashimukhi, having the face like a Chandrama, Krita Nati Bhangam. Now he is removing that Nati. That means so far he is she is doing pranam, but now he is not doing pranam. So Nati Krita Bhangam. So and she has come out of Nalni Kosh. So she bee has came out of that jail of Kamal. And the Kumudni, the he Bring is now again meeting with his Bring. So there was very much disturb. He bee was involved in Kumudni. because Kumudni was blooming in the night also. But she bee was captured in the jail of Kamal. And in this way, she bee was at one place, he bee was involved in his joy. But while morning arrived, then both became free. And the he bee is coming, and she is saying that my wife, who was so far captured in the jail of a Kamalni, now she is also free. Then the bee is joining with she bee. So in this way, now they are making their couple. So Pashyam Sarati Chanchal Vringaha Kairavani Kul Kekil Pishangaha. So all was disturbed. So Chanchal Bhring was involved in Kairavani, Kumudni, because Kumudni at that night, Kumudni was blooming. So he was taking the honey of Kumudni. And he was not caring his wife. The bee has left his she wife, she bee, and he is interested in Kumudni. And the Bhringi was also involved in the Kamal, and at the same time, the Kamal has captured her. So she was also captured there. But now he make him released, hardly released, and then the she bee was searching, where is my husband? And at that time, both he bee and she bee, both then joined in this morning. So Nalni Koshe Nishkrit Sangi Bringi Shashmuk Kripnat Bhangam. In this way, Kantam Ayantam Ashan Kantam Ayant Mashankyo Aram Shuhu Duganam Koki Kokanadam Chanchua Chummatyanand Vivala. Just see that Koki is now kissing his husband, Kok. So it is very much famous that in night, Kok remains on one bank of a river and the Koki remains on the other bank. But while the morning comes, at that time, Koki and Kok both joins. So here, Kantam Ayantam Ashankyo. Kantam Ayantam Ashankyo. The Koki, she Chakori, not Chakor, Chakwi. She Chakwi saw that Chakwa is coming because it is morning and then they can join. So Kantam Ayantam Ashankyo, thinking that my husband is coming. Arananshu Duguranam, and that Chakwa is double reddish. His reddishness is increased in the morning. So Arananshu Duguranam. So Arananshu means by the Surya, his dark, his reddishness is much more shiny. So Kok and Koki are having, they have a red color, but that red color becomes much more tense due to the light of a Surya. So Koki Koknadam Chancha Chumbati. In this way, the Koki is kissing the coconut. chakwa. Ananda Bhupala. In Ananda. In this way, Shri Radharani is moving. We will try to finish it in one more. It will take two days. Bolo Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. Prakriti Varnan, the description of nature, is a lakshan also of a Mahakavya. So wherever there is Mahakavya, everywhere the Prakriti is described, and the poet have utilized this opportunity that they describe Prakriti.
वर्णन आता है कि जो भी रहता है वो कमल में अंदर बंद होता है तो उसकी डेथ हो जाती है।
नहीं, डेथ नहीं होता है।
तो इसको दिया जाता है हाथी आके उसको
आएगा वो उसके लिए वो एक कवि ने किसी ने वर्णन किया कि रात्रि गमिष्यति भविष्यति सुप्रभातम हा हंत नलिन गजमुज्जहारो. So this is a poetry. A verse is there कि वो कह रहा है कि रात्रि गमिष्यति, ये रात्रि कभी बीतेगी, भविष्य सुप्रभातम, कभी सुप्रभात होगा, प्रभात सूर्य उदय होगा, मेरा दुख समाप्त होगा, मैं इस बंधन से मुक्त होऊंगा. ऐसा वो सोच ही रहा था. इतने में ये हथनी आई और हथनी ने उस कमल को तोड़ दिया और वो भौरा उस कमल के भीतर ही समाप्त हो गया. तो ये कह रहे हैं कि ईश्वर की गति कुछ अद्भुत है, वो न जाने कब क्या चाहे. ये ईश्वर की गति अलग.
अटैचमेंट नहीं होना चाहिए उसके लिए.
हाँ, बस उसके लिए वो वहां पर एक दृष्टा दिया. रात्रि गमिष्यति भविष्यति, मुझे श्लोक पूरा याद नहीं, आधा पढ़ना याद है. रात्रि गमिष्यति भविष्यति सुप्रभातम हा हंत नलनी गजमुज्जहारो. पीछे की पंक्ति है कि इसी बीच में ही नलनी को, कमलनी को हाथी ने वो खा करके फेंक.